I bet you're a bit like me in that you want to know what's getting ready to happen. You want to have something maybe to look forward to in the place that you want to live. My friend, that's what I'm going to deliver to you today, is help you understand from groundbreaking all the way through ribbon cutting, what is in development and what is coming to Northwest Arkansas. If we haven't had a chance to meet, my name's Anthony Mosley, and I'm a local real estate broker right here in the northwest corner of the natural state of Arkansas. And I help people just like you, after presenting the facts, decide on, is Northwest Arkansas going to be home for your foreseeable future? In no particular order, I'm going to deliver these facts and stats to you, my friend. But before we do, it may be helpful for you to know the last maybe 10 to 15 years, Northwest Arkansas has been on a strong growth trajectory. In fact, recently, Northwest Arkansas was ranked as the 18th fastest growing metro in the United States. Local economists and councils say that there are 36 net people moving to Northwest Arkansas every single day. My friend, that's around 13,200 people every year. You want to know what's coming to Northwest Arkansas in 2025? About 13,200 more people are coming to Northwest Arkansas, but that's beside the point. But it's good for you to know that we are on a growth trajectory. We have to increase our roads, our utilities, schools, restaurants, and we're going to talk about many of those things, including housing. Of course, me being a broker, we're going to talk about the growth of housing and more housing that's coming in our area in 2025. I like to go broad and then bring it narrow, my friend, for you. So let me help you understand. Northwest Arkansas is comprised of 3 counties: Benton County to the north, Washington County to the south, and Madison County to the east. Now, most of my stats and videos and facts are based just off of Benton and Washington counties. That's where we're going to see the most growth and development. That's where my numbers and stats are coming from. So staying broad, you need to understand that most cities in Northwest Arkansas have a downtown area. Bentonville has a hallmark like downtown. So does Fayetteville. Springdale and Rogers don't necessarily have a square, but they certainly have a downtown area. Gravette, Pea Ridge, all have downtowns. What cities don't? The city of Bella Vista, which started as a resort community, then a retirement community, and now it's a full-blown city as of 2007. It's my understanding that Bella Vista is going to have a development of its own downtown area. Another city here in Northwest Arkansas that's being developed into having its own downtown is Johnson, Arkansas, which is located between Fayetteville and Springdale. Now, my daughters would say they're from Minnesota, but they were actually born there at the women's clinic in Johnson. So it's cool to see Johnson having a growth area right there by Pizzeria Ruby and Hail Fellow Well Met. Of the towns I mentioned earlier, Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, many of those downtown areas are seeing a revitalization. They're tearing down old buildings or they're remodeling current buildings in order to revitalize the next 150 years of that town's downtown history. Speaking of downtown areas, downtown Bentonville, the Walmart Museum has been located in the Ledger building for the last couple years, while the building right off of the square in Walton's original 5 and Dime, that's slated to open again in March of 2025. So if you've been to Bentonville or you want to have something to look forward to, the Spark Cafe that serves you super cheap ice cream is in a food truck right now outside of the Walmart Museum, but I bet they're going to have that back inside the building once they reopen the museum and the building itself. Sticking with downtown Bentonville, there are a couple new hotels that have either just opened, like recently, the Motto Hotel right there, which is a Hilton property, has recently opened. And there's another one that's being developed by Blue Crane Group. And no one seems to know too many details about it, but I would bet that one is going to be more focused for the mountain bike rider, for the visitor that's coming to check out Bentonville, maybe on a business conference, or maybe you're wanting to come down and do some mountain biking and be able to hit the trails just out your front door of that hotel. Staying on our hotel topic, there are multiple other hotels that are currently being built in Northwest Arkansas. You may already know that Walmart is headquartered here in Bentonville, and they're building a whole new headquarters. And on those headquarters include a hotel. There's the new Stonebreaker Hotel down in Fayetteville. There's another hotel on Dixon. In Rogers and in the Pinnacle Hills area, the new Vin Hotel. With all these people moving to Northwest Arkansas, your family's gonna want to come visit you, right? Maybe you don't want them to stay in your house with you, or you don't have the room, so staying in one of these hotels might be to their benefit, as it's down there by the Walmart Amp, Theater Squared, Walton Arts Center, and of course, Crystal Bridges. Staying right by Crystal Bridges is the Alice Walton School of Medicine. They should be inducting their first class here in the summer of 2025. Now, I know we've jumped up and down the highway back and forth, and I'm going to continue to do so. In Rogers, if you're looking for some cleaner eating, some cleaner groceries, Whole Foods, just there off of Highway 49 and New Hope Road, I anticipate will open in 2025. There are new trails. One of my favorite mountain biking systems is Kohler Mountain Bike Preserve. We're already here into the new year, and I haven't gone on their new downhill trail. I believe it's called Dirt Therapy. Somebody want to check on that? Is it Dirt Therapy? Okay, it's Dirt Therapy. But I've got to get out there on my mountain bike and check out that new trail. As our area being named the mountain biking capital of the world, maybe self-proclaimed or not, there are going to be more trails that are being developed. Probably some that I don't even know about at the shooting of this video. Aside from mountain biking trails, many city expansion maps include a walking and biking trail master plan that branch off of the Greenway. The Greenway, if you didn't know, stretches from Bella Vista all the way south of Fayetteville to Mount Kessler. If you're in one of these communities like Centerton or Lowell, Rogers, and maybe you're a little bit farther away from the Greenway, it could be very soon that you can hop on a connector trail and pop over to the Greenway and commute to work. Go to the movies, go to the lake, go to the airport. Only a couple years ago, it was announced that Northwest Arkansas is going to see professional soccer come to our area. And what was slated, these 11 acres you can see on this map over here in Pinnacle Hills area off of 49 and New Hope, they've decided after a feasibility study that this 11 acres is not large enough for what they're going to build in the new stadium. It's my understanding, and according to their website, that they have selected a new place in order to build the stadium. They're off of 49. That hasn't been announced just yet. Although being in the real estate world, I happen to know that there's been some major land purchases in that area. Unless somebody's donating land, I've got a halfway decent area of where that might be. But we've got major soccer to look forward to. And speaking of other sports, my goodness, if you are someone who is part of this sport that is sweeping the nation, you might be interested and excited to know that Springdale is going to be building a $50 million pickleball facility called The Big Dill. Here's a little snippet from their website showing you how many courts they have, what their facilities are going to look like, and where it's going to be located. In regards to roads, the Springdale Northern Bypass, aka 612 extension, is currently in process, and I would like to believe that's going to be finished in 2025. Just that north section from 412 up to 49. Maybe not the section that takes you all the way over to the airport, but at least that northern loop that connects just west of Tawnytown and just south of Lowell on 49, respectively. It's been talked about for years that 112 that crosses 612 is going to be widened also. In fact, there was a recent grant given for $25 million in the development of the expansion of 112, specifically for trails to accompany that road expansion. Out at our airport, XNA, we're going to see the finalization of their recent addition here in 2025. I don't know about you, but all this growth is kind of making me hungry. And we have growth and development in our area, and I'd like to see more diversity in our area. But one of our family favorites that you may have wherever you're coming from is the Melting Pot. Melting Pot is coming just off of Pauline Whitaker in Rogers, and my family's excited about that. You may notice that in downtown Bentonville, there aren't many chain-type restaurants. There's more diversity in restaurant, more mom and pop. In that area by Melting Pot, you're going to have some of the more chain-type restaurants like Walk-Ons, Torchy's, Chewy's, Olive Garden, Local Lime. But over in Bentonville, what we typically see down in the downtown area, what we see over in Bentonville is a wider variety of restaurants. A buddy of mine named Philip Becker with Becker Hospitality is helping develop Bentonville's newest Chinese restaurant. I'm excited to try some really good Chinese. In the restaurant, it's called Zhao. Celebrity chef from Australia is going to be tempting your palate with a new menu of Chinese food. It's also my understanding that the dessert chef herself has won a Netflix series. Now, I don't know all the details there. I don't watch a whole lot of Netflix, but something to look forward to in downtown Bentonville in 2025 is the opening of the Chinese restaurant Zhao. Before we bring up my favorite topic, real estate, let me pinpoint Bentonville Community Center for a second. The reason why I'm bringing your attention to this is to help familiarize you with what's already there for the community members in Bentonville. Bentonville Community Center, located just south of downtown. What an awesome facility for local residents and people here in the area. The Bentonville Community Center offers pickleball, tennis courts, a leisure pool, lap pool. There's multiple classes that you could take to improve your fitness. And if you've got library books to return, you can return them here as opposed to going downtown to the Bentonville Library. Now imagine that, if you will, over on the west side of Centerton. It was recently announced that Centerton themselves is going to have a facility much like the Bentonville Community Center. How exciting for the residents of Centerton and those that are maybe around in Gravette, Gentry, or Decatur to be able to come to the west side of Centerton and enjoy a facility like that. As you can imagine, with so many people moving to Northwest Arkansas and so much excitement and growth in their area, where are all these people going to live? In fact, my video next week is going to be about who are building all of these houses. I've looked back 5 years, and you may be interested to know that every year since 2020, there have been more and more and more new construction homes built every single year. Now, the statistics that I don't have access to are how many high-density housing like duplexes and apartment buildings have been built to help aid in relieving some of the housing needs for Northwest Arkansas. With nearly 13,200 people coming to our area on an annual basis, Northwest Arkansas has an average household size of about 2.6 people. That would mean that we need around 5,000 housing units every single year, and we can't keep up. So if you're a builder and you want to know about next week's video, I'm going to delve into that. Let's go ahead and pop up a chart for you. It's quick, simple to show you. In 2020, there were 2,277 new builds in Northwest Arkansas. In 21, there was a little over 2,800. In 2022, there was just over 3,000. As you can see, we're growing. 2023, there was 3,607, and in 2024, just last year, there were 3,843 new builds in Northwest Arkansas. Now, what that doesn't calculate in there, my friends, these are condos, these are townhomes, these are single-family homes. This does not include homes that were maybe constructed privately directly with a builder and then never put on the MLS. I'm looking at MLS information to deliver that to you. And to give you a little taste of next week's video, who are building these homes? Well, my friend, number 1 and number 2 home builders in America. Bonus round, here are some of the events that are always going to happen in Northwest Arkansas that you can enjoy, that we see every year. First Fridays, farmers markets, Fresh Grass Music Festival, the entire lineup that's happening at Walmart Amp. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to go watch Nate Bargatze and have a belly full of laughs at the Walmart Amp this year. Sorry, dude, if I botched your name. There's a new festival called Send It South, which is a music and bike festival with many stops along the way to enjoy live music. Bentonville Bike Fest, Bentonville Film Fest, the Mule Jump in Pea Ridge, Lighting of the Square in Bentonville, Lighting of the Square in Fayetteville. If you're an outdoor adventurer and an athletic type, we have our normal events. Hincapie Grand Fondo, Big Sugar Little Sugar Classic, Rule of 3 Gravel Bike Race, Hogeye Half Marathon, Bentonville Half Marathon, Tri-Fest for MS, Chili Pepper Cross Country events, 5Ks and 10Ks on just about every weekend. And my friend, it's always a pleasure to put this information together for you, and now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.